Look at your phone. Look at your messages right now. You know exactly what I am talking about. You sent that text hours ago. You saw the read receipt. You know they have their phone in their hand. Everyone always has their phone in their hand, but they did not reply. You tell yourself they are just busy. You tell yourself they are at work, or tired, or they just forgot. You make up excuses for them because the truth hurts too much. The truth is, you were simply not a priority. Let us look at your friend group, the group chat. You drop a message. You share a joke. You ask a question. Absolute silence. 10 minutes later, someone else says something completely trivial, and suddenly the whole group is laughing. They're engaging. They skipped right over you, like a ghost, like you do not even exist. You feel it in your chest, don't you? That tight, sinking feeling. The quiet shame. The burning humiliation that you are constantly trying to swallow down. You feel completely used. You give, and you give, and you give. You are the one who listens to their drama. You are the one who covers for them. You are the one who compromises. You bend over backwards to make sure everyone else is happy. And what do you get in return? Nothing. You get scraps. You get left on read. You get cancelled plans. You get treated like an afterthought. You are the backup friend. Right now, you think there is something wrong with you. You think you are broken. You think you are fundamentally unlikable. You think if you just tried a little harder, if you were just a little nicer, they would finally respect you. Stop. Stop right now. I need you to listen to me very carefully. The pain you are feeling is real, but your diagnosis is completely wrong. You are not broken. This is not happening because you lack value. This is happening because society has deliberately trained you to behave like a loser. Society has conditioned you to be weak, agreeable, and completely replaceable. Think about how you were raised. Think about the messaging shoved down your throat since you were a child. Be a good boy. Be a good girl. Be a team player. Don't rock the boat. Put others before yourself. Who does that actually benefit? Does it benefit you? Look at your life. Look at the actual results of being the nice person. Has it brought you respect? Has it brought you power? Has it brought you absolute loyalty from the people you care about? No. It has brought you exploitation. Modern social systems do not reward good people. Your friend groups, your workplace, the dating market, they reward submission. They silently punish independence. They want you quiet. They want you useful. They want you compliant. Your boss wants you to work late for free, so they call it company culture. Your fake friends want to dump their toxic emotional garbage on you, so they call it being a good listener. The people you date want all of your attention without giving any commitment, so they keep you on a string. They keep you around just in case. You have been betrayed. You were sold a massive lie. You were told that if you sacrificed your own needs, the universe would magically reward you. You were told karma would save you. You thought if you just played by the rules, eventually it would be your turn to be loved and respected. Karma is not coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. Every single time you bite your tongue to keep the peace, you lose a piece of your soul. Every single time you laugh at a joke that disrespects you, you teach them that you have no boundaries. Every single time you double text someone who is actively ignoring you, you are broadcasting your desperation. You are handing over your power on a silver platter. You are volunteering to be at the bottom of the food chain. But you are not the first person to fall into this trap, and you are not the first person to need a violent wake-up call. Over 100 years ago, a man saw exactly what you are going through right now. He saw the psychological rot infecting human behavior. He saw how society builds factories that produce weak, obedient people. His name was Friedrich Nietzsche. Do not think of him as some dead philosopher in a dusty textbook. Do not think of this as a boring history lesson. I want you to imagine Nietzsche sitting right next to you in your room. Right now, he is looking over your shoulder. He is reading your group chat. He is scrolling through your DMs. He is watching how you let your co-workers talk down to you. He is observing your absolute terror of being disliked, and he is disgusted. Nietzsche is not here to hold your hand. He is not here to comfort you. He is here to diagnose your weakness. He looks at your behavior and he calls it slave morality. Let me translate that into plain English. Slave morality means you have convinced yourself that your weakness is actually a virtue. You tell yourself, I am a good friend because I never cause drama. You tell yourself, I am a good employee because I never complain. You tell yourself, I am a good partner because I am so forgiving. Nietzsche calls your bluff. He says you are lying to yourself. You are not nice. You are terrified. You are too scared to assert yourself. You are too weak to handle conflict. So you rebrand your cowardice as kindness. You invent a moral code where the weak, quiet, and agreeable people are the good guys, and the assertive, dominant people are the bad guys. It is a coping mechanism for losers. You use it to protect your fragile ego. Nietzsche demands you face the cold, hard truth of human nature. He said every living thing is driven by one core instinct, the will to power. Life is not about holding hands. Life is a struggle for expansion, control, and dominance. It is a zero-sum game. People want control. Even your polite, progressive, smiling friends. Behind their smiles, they are subconsciously sizing you up. They are testing your fences. They are seeing how much they can get away with. If you do not claim your own power, the herd will gladly steal it from you. They will drain you dry and step over your body to get to the next willing victim. Right now, you hate sitting alone. You hate a quiet phone. You think your isolation is a punishment. You think the fact that you feel disconnected from your peers means you are failing at life. You are completely wrong. Let us reframe this right now. Your suffering is not a failure. This pain you feel in your chest, this growing anger, it is the best thing that has ever happened to you. It is the early stage of a psychological detox. You are waking up. Your brain is rejecting the programming. You are finally, painfully detaching from the herd validation. The anxiety you feel is just the weakness leaving your body. In the next 20 minutes of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to weaponize this anger. We are going to expose the hidden enemies living rent-free in your head. We are going to identify the 3 specific types of people you are keeping around who are secretly destroying your will to power. I am going to give you the exact ruthless psychological tactics to cut them off. Withdraw your validation and turn your current invisibility into a terrifying strategic advantage. You will learn how to ghost strategically. You will learn how to starve parasites. You will learn how to build a mental fortress that no one can breach. Prepare yourself, because once you see these behaviors, you can never unsee them. Let's begin. You are carrying dead weight. You are walking around with people chained to your ankles, and you are wondering why you cannot run. It is time to look at exactly who is holding you down. Let us open the vault. Here is the first type of person you must cut off immediately. I want you to pull up your contact list in your mind right now. You know exactly who I am talking about. It is 11 p.m. Your phone buzzes. It is them again. They only ever text you when their life is falling apart. They only call you when they need a favor or when they need to complain about the exact same problem they have had for 3 years. They dump their trauma on you. They refuse to fix anything. They talk at you for an hour, and when they are finally done, they hang up. They do not ask about your day. They do not care about your goals. When that call ends, how do you feel? You feel drained. You feel exhausted. You feel completely empty. Let me give you a very clear picture of what is happening. This person is a parasite. You are the host. You are walking around with a giant leech attached to your neck. It is sucking your life force. If you found a real leech on your skin, what would you do? Would you ask it politely to stop? Would you worry about hurting its feelings? Would you write it a long paragraph explaining why you need some space? No, you would rip it off and throw it in the fire. Nietzsche is watching you talk to this person. He is shaking his head in absolute disgust. He asks you, why do you let them feed on you? You keep them around because you are terrified of being called a bad friend. You have convinced yourself that being a dumping ground makes you a good person. You use their neediness to feel important because you lack your own purpose. Nietzsche sees right through your fake virtue. You are not being kind. You are enabling their weakness, and you are sacrificing your own will to power to do it. You are acting like a slave to their emotional chaos. Hear me clearly. They do not care about you. You are not special to them. You are just a tool. You are a free therapist. If you were hit by a bus tomorrow, they would cry for a day, and then they would just find a new victim to vent to. They are stealing your time, and time is the only resource you can never get back. Here is the ghosting protocol. Do not try to fix them. Do not send them a final dramatic text message. Cut them off cold turkey. Withdraw all your validation immediately. When they text you their next crisis, leave them on read. Ghost them strategically. Let the silence do the talking. When you stop feeding the parasite, it will eventually detach and look for another host. Let it go. When you protect your energy, you level up. You get your focus back. But as dangerous as the parasite is, the next enemy is much worse. Because this enemy pretends to be your biggest fan. Look out for the backhanded friend. Look out for the snake in the grass. This is the person who gives you a compliment that feels like a slap in the face. Oh, you actually got that job. Wow, they must have really lowered the standards. You look great today. I could never pull off an outfit that weird. I am so proud of you for trying, even though everyone knows the business is going to fail. And what do you do when they say this? You nervously laugh. You brush it off. You pretend it was just a joke. You tell yourself, oh, that is just how they are. This person is a predator disguised as a pet. You think they are harmless. You think you can keep them in your house, but they are a venomous snake, just waiting in the tall grass to bite your ankle the second you start running toward your goals. Nietzsche had a very specific word for this type of person. He called it ressentiment. It means bitter, toxic, rotting envy. This fake friend hates your will to power. They hate seeing you succeed. They hate seeing you level up. Why? Because every time you take a step forward, it holds up a mirror to their own miserable, stagnant life. Your success highlights their failure. They cannot build themselves up, so their only strategy is to tear you down. They disguise their venomous humor because they are cowards. Nietzsche is judging you right now because you keep letting them get away with it. You keep laughing at their insults because you want to keep the peace. You are so desperate to avoid conflict that you are letting them poison your mind. Keeping the peace is just another way of saying you are betraying yourself. This is a zero-sum game. They do not want you to win. They want you to stay exactly where you are beneath them. You cannot surround yourself with people who secretly want you to fail and expect to reach your full potential. They will sabotage you every single time. You need to use the gray rock method. You are going to become a stone wall. The next time they throw a passive-aggressive insult at you, do not get mad. Do not defend yourself. Do not nervously laugh. Stop what you are doing. Look them dead in the eye. Give them a blank, freezing cold stare and say absolutely nothing. Let the silence stretch out. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Let the awkwardness crush them. Watch them squirm. Watch them try to backtrack and say, I was just joking. Still say nothing, just stare. You are showing them that their psychological games do not work on you anymore. You have become untouchable. Once you expose their cowardice with your silence, you slowly phase them completely out of your life. You have starved the parasite. You have crushed the snake. But there is a third type of person, and this one is the trickiest of all, because they are the ones who make you feel famous right before they leave you in the dirt. Let us talk about the person who only loves you when it is convenient. Think about that one friend who only hits you up when you have something they want. When you have money, they are there. When you have access to a party, they are in your passenger seat. When you start getting a little bit of clout or you level up in your career, suddenly they are your biggest fan. They hype you up. They call you their brother. They call you their sister. But the second you hit rock bottom, the second you lose your job or go through a brutal breakup or just need someone to help you move, they pull a disappearing act. They ghost you. They are suddenly super busy right now. This person is a shadow. Look at your shadow on the ground. It is huge when the sun is shining directly on you. But the second you step into the dark, the shadow vanishes. They only exist when the light is on you. Nietzsche is watching you chase after these people. He is watching you buy them drinks. He is watching you give them free rides. This is the ultimate herd behavior. These people have no core identity. They are empty inside, so they attach themselves to whoever has momentum. Nietzsche mocks you for treating these shadows like real humans. You think if you are generous enough, they will eventually stay. You think if you buy their dinner enough times, it will turn into real loyalty. You are trying to buy respect. It is pathetic. You cannot buy real respect. Real loyalty is forged in the trenches, not in the VIP section. By letting them come and go as they please, you are sending a massive psychological signal to the universe. You are telling them that your time has zero value. You are a rest stop on their highway. You are just a convenience store. They will use you until your shelves are empty, and then they will drive away. Burn the bridge. You do not owe these people an explanation. You do not negotiate with shadows. Burn the bridge. Today, delete their number. Block them on Instagram. Block them on everything. Cut the cord completely. In 6 months, when they see you leveling up again, they will try to circle back. They will slide into your DMs and act like nothing happened. Hey, it's been a minute, we should catch up. Do not open the door. You are not a revolving door. You are an exclusive vault. If they were not there with you in the dirt, they do not get to eat with you at the table. Leave them outside in the cold. Now, here is the hardest pill you will ever have to swallow. We just identified the leech. We identified the snake. We identified the shadow. You know exactly who these people are in your life right now. Their faces flashed in your mind while I was talking. You know they are bad for you. You know they use you. So why are they still in your phone? Why do you still reply? Let us talk about the ultimate betrayal. Let us talk about you. You complain about being used, but you keep handing them the knife. You are a prisoner. You are sitting in a jail cell, complaining about the food, complaining about the cold floors, complaining about the guards. But the cell door is wide open. You are holding the keys in your hand. You're just absolutely terrified of what happens if you walk outside. Nietzsche looks past your fake friends, and he looks directly into your soul. He sees the real problem. You are addicted to the herd. You are terrified of the void. Nietzsche warned that stepping away from the herd means stepping into the freezing cold. It means walking up a mountain entirely alone. It means you will not have anyone to text on a Friday night. It means your phone will be dead quiet. You would rather be abused by fake friends than sit alone in a quiet room and face yourself. You are using their toxic drama to distract you from your own lack of purpose. Loneliness is the tax you have to pay for greatness. As long as you fear being alone, you will always be a slave to whoever offers you the cheapest attention. If you cannot sit alone in a room for 3 days without going crazy, you are a weak, easily manipulated target. You are handing the remote control of your emotions to people who do not even care if you live or die. Stop running. This weekend, I want you to do something radical. I want you to cancel your plans. I want you to turn your phone off. Put it in a drawer. Sit in the quiet. Let the boredom hit you. Let the anxiety hit you. Let the terrifying realization that you are completely alone wash over you. Do not run to a screen. Do not run to a group chat. Sit there and let the anger of being used burn through you. Feel the betrayal. Let it get hot. Anger is good. Society tells you anger is bad. Society is lying. Anger is a profound, beautiful emotion when it is used correctly. Anger means you finally respect yourself enough to say, enough. Anger means your will to power is finally waking up from a coma. Do not suppress that anger. Forge it into a weapon, because right now you are standing on the edge of the abyss. You have cut off the dead weight. You have faced the void. Now it is time to build the fortress. You have sat in the void. You have felt the anger. You realize how much time you have wasted. Good. Now you use it. You do not let that anger turn you into a victim. You let it turn you into ice. You let it forge you into something that cannot be broken. It is time to execute the final step. Once you cut these leeches, stakes and shadows out of your life, everything changes. Your mind gets quiet. Your focus becomes razor sharp. Right now, you are an open field. Anyone can walk onto your grass. Anyone can throw their trash on your lawn. That stops today. You are no longer an open field. You are a fortress. You have high, thick stone walls. The drawbridge is pulled up. The moat is deep. If someone wants access to you, they must earn it. This is the exact moment Nietzsche has been waiting for. This is the birth of the Übermensch, the Superman. Nietzsche is finally nodding at you in respect. You have stopped reacting to the herd. You have started commanding your own reality. You no longer care if the fake friends like you. You operate entirely on your own terms. You have finally claimed your will to power. Hear this clearly. Real power is completely silent. Weak people announce that they are cutting ties. Weak people post long emotional quotes on Instagram about fake friends. Weak people need everyone to know they are angry. Real power does not announce anything. It just acts. You need absolute emotional detachment. Shift your entire mindset to cold logic. When someone disrespects your time, they are gone. No warnings, no second chances, no paragraphs explaining why you are hurt. You simply withdraw. You take your attention elsewhere. You protect your peace at all costs. You let them live rent-free in their own miserable heads, but they are completely evicted from yours. Look at the journey you just took. 30 minutes ago, you started in weakness. You lived in self-doubt. You were staring at your phone, begging for a text back. Then you opened your eyes. You realized the social norms were a complete lie. You felt the betrayal. You saw the parasites, the snakes, and the shadows for what they really are. You felt the anger. You faced the void. And now, you have let that anger harden. You step into emotional detachment. You step into cold, quiet, personal power. But I am going to give you one final warning right now. If you click off this video and you go back to texting those same toxic people, if you go back to laughing at their backhanded insults, if you keep seeking cheap validation from a society that wants you weak, then you will be stuck in that mental prison for the rest of your life, and you will deserve it. Do not let them win. Do not let them steal your life. I need to know who actually made it to the end of this journey. I need to know who is ready to build the fortress. Go to the comments right now. I want you to claim your power publicly. Type the word DSH in the comments below. Leave a stamp on this video that you are cutting the dead weight out of your life today. Let the herd know you are completely done playing their rigged games. Type DSH right now. If this video woke you up, if it finally gave a name to the invisible enemies in your life, hit the subscribe button. You are now part of a very small group of people who see the Matrix for what it is. Do not miss the next lesson. Protect your energy. Build the fortress. Stay cold. Stay powerful.